I'll play a complete random challenge. Playing Wamsam, or Wham Sam. I'm always confused how to pronounce A's. Could be Wham Sam, or Wham Sam. Let's play a King's Gambit, just for Tagi and John. And also, recently, I finally learned what the double musio is. It's g5, bishop c4. I think it's g4? Castling takes. At some point I know e5 and then we take on f7. Have to get the move order down. Bishop c5 I don't think is a great move, just because it allows d4 with tempo and life is very good here. Yeah, no double musio, no single musio. It's just a dream development. How important is it to start playing chess at a young age? Probably not as important as like learning to read and write and talk, but it's up there. If you start young, you'll definitely have an advantage than if you start at like in your mid-30s. Because when your brain is still developing, you'll just absorb things quicker. Can I Greek gift here? Bishop takes h7, knight g5, queen h5, maybe resigns? A Greek gift in the King's Gambit before move 10. It doesn't happen too often. Oh yeah, Ben Feingold said John Bartholomew is better than me. I was listening to the stream. Actually, I was making food and I had Ben Feingold on from a distance. I heard him start talking about like who's the best I am. And I agreed with most things that he said. And John's pretty strong. And then there was this whole debate who would win in arm wrestling.
Hopefully you and John B will meet in the finals. If you don't, you should still play some longer games together. You both do good explanatory sessions.
Oh, thanks for that, Dr. DSM. Yeah, we'll see. We both have some tough matches to come, but that would be definitely an interesting finale. Play this move. Normally, when you Greek gift, you should calculate these lines ahead of time. I'm just kind of winging it here. I have queen d3. Queen d3 pretty much forces f5. And then there's en passant, or there's queen g3. It's a bit tricky, because the knight on d5, it's a nice piece for black. There's always a concern about knight takes bishop. This looks most promising. Queen d3, queen g3. Because then I'm threatening to win the queen. Also probably threatening some, I don't know, knight e6, queen takes g7. The other candidate move is h4, but that just loses a piece. So let's start with this. Yeah, and I'll be honest, I didn't really have much of a plan for the stream, so for the time being, I'm taking challenges. You can challenge me to anything, any variant. If it's too long, I might abort, but if you have questions, feel free to answer questions. A dead man asking chess network question mark. Not sure if that's a question or a statement. Unfortunately, Chess Network is not an IM. If Chess Network was an IM, then maybe he'd be part of the Speed Chess Championship for IMs. Right. I'm calculating takes, knight h7, king moves. Wait a minute. I'm also looking at queen h3, knight takes f4, queen h7, king takes here. So That involves... I've already sacked one minor piece. That involves sacking 2 more minor pieces. And then the idea is h4, king g4, queen takes g7. It's not mating, though, because king h5. g5 is off limits because the queen on d8. There's also rook h8, which is slightly annoying. But rook h8 and rook h8, maybe queen g3. I'll probably just queen g3 immediately. At the very least, there's some like practical compensation with the pressure against the king. The king's stuck too, because all these squares are controlled by white things. It's very typical when the Greek gift happens. 3, Huardi, with a heart symbol. Thanks for subbing for 4 months. Welcome back. Subbing with Prime. Appreciate that. Hey, and Drop Sad Dominic is watching from Budapest. I've never been to Budapest. Always wanted to go. Feel like any opening I play, I should at least visit the city that it's named after. What openings should be avoided against high-rated players versus a lower level? So I'm imagining you're the lower level player, and you're asking which openings to avoid if you're playing a higher level player. So basically, you're just asking about like which openings are dubious. Yeah, Stafford Gambit is dubious, but it's also fun. I've also played it against like grandmasters, including Nakamura, and it doesn't lose right away. Okay, knight here wins a queen. I'm looking for mate, though. This wins a knight. Let's just win a queen. I didn't see that move, but okay. I'll take the queen, h3 coming. I'll win the knight. The king is still very exposed. Yeah, so black wants to do this. I'll allow it, because, yeah, between the queen, the bishop, and the rook, there should definitely be some kind of mate. Like, these pieces are not really helping defend. But yeah, it was, I think, tough position even after bishop c5. What is black supposed to do and move? Was it move 3? I think a common move here is actually d5. You give up a pawn to accelerate development, and then it's just kind of equal material. Like d5 takes, knight f6, and you can try and win it back. Yeah, if this were atomic chess, bishop takes h7 would have won on the spot. I've never been to Sicily. Yeah, that's another chess-inspired thing. I've been to the town of... I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation. Scheveningen? Scheveningen? It's a Dutch town. Very well-known Sicilian variation. Very nice town. It's on the beach. Whoa, it's Zamax. Zamax 2000 with a raid. Thanks so much. Shout out to Zamax. I actually don't know who that is, but I assume it's a chess streamer. Really appreciate it. If you're just joining, you just missed a nice kind of Greek gift emerging from a King's Gambit. Yeah, from the black side, I like to play d5 and make things crazy. Yeah, I think even after e5, I would imagine this should be Stockfish approved. Bishop takes h7. Sometimes you have to wait a few seconds until the computer actually understands. Taggy with the King's Gambit bits. So I'm actually curious. I just want to review what this double musio is. Because I know it's g5, bishop c4, g4. So it's basically all the most common moves. Is it here? Queen f6? Oh yeah, queen f6, e5, queen takes e5, and then bishop takes f7. And white's basically gambits everything. Like gambited the knight, the bishop, all the pawns. Gambit's another pawn if black wants it. And then, oh yeah, then bishop e3 gambiting yet another pawn. Okay, that's pretty simple to remember. I guess I just forgot queen f6 was the main move from black. But it does require cooperation for the opponent to go into that. Any prep for Feingold? I don't know. Feingold was talking earlier about arm wrestling, so I have to start lifting. Bro. Let's play another game, I guess. I'll accept a random challenge. Playing Pinot. Played once before. Let's play e4. Ben Feingold beat me once in an over-the-board tournament. So, needs to get revenge. Okay, just for Taggy. If I'm holding off on GeoGuessr, I might as well play the King's Gambit again. Diamond Cutter, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, I appreciate all the people who were, like, offering support in yesterday's match. Another bishop c5. Yeah, my first opponent played bishop c5 and suffered the consequences. Are we gonna get the same exact opening as the first game? This is just deja vu. This is complete deja vu. I even analyzed it like afterwards with the engine. Anyone who was here at the beginning of the stream, I had this exact same position just like maybe 20 minutes ago. Yeah, knight g5 should still... Actually, knight g5, there's knight takes f4. Oh, that's tricky. I wonder if my opponent like prepped for me. Now both bishops are hanging. There's no way this is good for black. I remember the computer evaluation was... It was like at least plus 1.4. I don't remember if it was suggesting this or this, though. Innovative Panda. How do you prepare for Alina? There's different elements to preparation. Not all of it is just specific to one opponent. A lot of it is getting in the right mind frame, sharpening tactics. Oh, Taggy might never play me again. Oh dear. I played this move. Calculating bishop g5, f6, knight h4 takes, and then queen h5 with dirty mating ideas. It's actually kind of nice. Yeah, let's do that. So the line f6, knight h4, pawn takes bishop, queen here, threatening bishop g6, queen h7 mate. And after we go into this, queen h5, knight f4 looks like a move to attack the queen, but then there's knight g6 mate. So there's basically two different mating ideas after queen h5. Hard to stop both. Yeah, Taggy's saying, if I never play you again, I can always say I did win my last game against Eric Rosen. You can put that on a mug or something. Or make that a t-shirt. That also means you indirectly beat Carlsen, right? There's actually a cool website. Let me see if I can find the link. It's posted to Reddit. I don't know if it's still existing. was called something like Carlsen number, and you just type in your. You have to be a FIDE player, but you type in like your FIDE ID, and then it'll say how many like games you are from indirectly beating Carlsen. Oh, Magnus number. Aha. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this website. So I can type in Rosen, and yeah, I've actually. So I beat this person who beat this person who beat Carlsen. Of course, it doesn't include online games. So you could even type in, I don't know, any like low-rated FIDE player. It's interesting to see like what the largest number is. But yeah, kudos to the programmers who, I guess they just use like FIDE's data or something. Okay, there should be force mate here. It's a nice calculation exercise. And maybe first it's a question, because I can play bishop g6 first, or knight g6 first. Or even just takes, but... kind of drawn to knight g6, because rook has to takes king g8, here, 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 here. King e6, and then queen f7 is mate. Huh. It was easier than I was expecting. I thought the king was gonna escape somehow, but I guess not. Oh, it doesn't work for Tagi's name. Maybe it doesn't work if your name is too similar to Carlsen. All right, let's check. 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 Yeah, so just to show, I wonder if this has been a common trap. So we chess database. Yeah, there's only been a handful of games. My games aren't showing up, huh? Maybe it doesn't update immediately. But yeah, bishop takes h7. So Stockfish does say king h8 is the best move. And it was suggesting bishop c1, but bishop g5 most powerful. f6, knight h4. Oh, really? Oh, I'm losing here. Oh, I forgot there's king takes h7. Oh, black had a chance. Wow. I was so excited for queen h5. I just assumed that everything works. But king takes h7. Yeah, I guess black survives. Oh, knight g6, maybe there's some hidden draw. Or maybe not.